So Milk was started here about, about 8 months ago or so. And it was just a handful of people getting together. Some of us had worked together in the past. And my role has been CEO and then also just product person. So working closely with the design team and speccing out features and helping with usability stuff and just being an overall product guy.
Now, I know aside from Milk that you do a few other things. You're involved with a bunch of different startups as well. So I can only imagine that you have some busy days, a lot of emails coming in, a lot of messages on social networks. How do you manage that flow of information?
Yeah, it's tricky because there's multiple calendars to manage. It's tricky to pull everything together. I was using iCal initially for the Mac, but I found that it just didn't work well. And so I moved over to an application called BusyCal. And for me, BusyCal is really cool because you can see different shared calendars, and it's just like really quick and easy to drag and drop in new events. And then also, as far as like the actual event creation stuff, Fantastical, the app for the Mac, is awesome because you just type in what you're doing and it automatically creates an event.
What about managing email and Facebook messages? I'm hoping you have some magic formula that I can steal to use to be able to keep up with it all.
I know it's a nightmare. So I mean, it really for me, it's just I started using that priority inbox with Gmail, so all of our corporate mail is on Gmail, and now I've just decided to point everything at one address. So I have all the different email addresses forwarding to one address. And then, to be honest, when you're taking vacations and or you're just gone for a week and you're not on email. Sometimes it's best just to declare email bankruptcy and just like start from scratch and mark them all as red. Sometimes I'll put in like, like this next week I'm traveling for a week, so I'm going to put in, I'm not at my computer all the time, I'll be off internet. And so if you really need something, please re-email me after I get back because I'm just not going to be able to catch up with all these emails.
Now, aside from some of the software tools that we've talked about, including applications, what are some things that you do in your day-to-day life, whether it's diet or exercise, that just help you get rid of any of that stress you may encounter?
Yeah, something I added since the new year, which has been awesome, is I use my Fitbit to track steps. And I always try and walk 10,000 steps a day now. And it's funny, I read a post on Michael Arrington's blog about he got one of these walking treadmills for his office where you can actually sit your laptop down and then walk underneath on the treadmill. And so I was like, you know what, let's get one for the office and we can all share it. And so we went out, we bought one, and it's about $1,000, a little bit less because you get the treadmill and the desk. And then you set it to about 2 miles an hour. And you just sit there, and you would think that it's a little bit like jarring, like whether you're walking, but it's really not. It's like you sit there, you bang out some emails, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, I've been walking for the last hour and a half.
So there's no risk to falling off the walking treadmill while you're working? Like a really good email comes in and you get excited?
I've tripped a couple times, like if you're not paying attention, and like I've hit that, that side of the treadmill where like the actual band meets the side, and like you kind of take a dip down and almost fall, but so far it's been all good.